Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Been a little while, ever since a few weeks ago I've not been super motivated to do any videos, just contemplating life a little bit. So yeah, here we are back on the workbench. Turn the gain down a little bit. Okay, that's better. So just working on a ANDI controller for the 5200. It's a nice classic style. This is overlay compatible. Customer actually ordered 2 of these, so I'm finishing these 2 up. They're kind of batched together and bopping back and forth between 2 of them to get them put together. So yeah, so I've made some significant improvements over the last couple iterations. I switched to DuPont style connectors instead of to make things easier. I got a nice crimping tool for it, so now I can just can interface directly with the keypad. And then I am working on a major improvement for the joystick itself. Right now you can see there's a lot of 3D printed parts used for coupling together. I finally, after I've been looking for over a year to finally find a pot that could be a direct replacement for the existing pots in there, and I finally found it. And the shaft is too long, so bolt cutters were purchased and I got the shaft down to a reasonable length so it'll fit as a drop-in replacement. I will have to modify the joystick itself because these have like a D. Do I have one sitting here? Yeah, the joysticks themselves have this little D flatted. There's no way I'm going to find another D flat pot. And these have a very low friction, but I haven't found it really because these pots I use right now aren't like crazy low friction, and the centering springs way overcome it. But this will give me the advantage of now I'll be able to build whole joysticks and put them in without having to do all of this. So it'll cut down a lot of parts, probably make them more reliable too, I'm hoping. But yeah, less parts, simpler, cleaner. So yeah, I mean, I only found the right ones like 3 weeks ago, and I finally came in from China. So yeah, so after these 2 controllers, all the ones after this are going to be well, I'll try out one, make sure it works, and then everything going on from that point will be with the new pots and the joysticks. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I mean, it's just a matter of just wiring up these ANDI controllers. I like it. ANDI's turned out to be very popular, and the dual sticks have been they've all been very popular. I even have an order for a oldie but a goldie, the Jaguar conversion. I'll be doing that one after this. I try to get orders done in the order they were placed. So this is for a customer that ordered these a while back, but he didn't say he was in a great hurry. But I don't want to sit on this one too long, and my work has been, my day job's been keeping me busy, man. Oh. I mean, I like my job, but sometimes it's like, it's just been busy. Kind of need a break. So speaking of that, I will be taking, not from this, I'm taking a break from my day job. Next week is Thanksgiving week in the United States, so I'm doing that. And then I'll work a couple weeks, and then I have not been taking much vacation at all. And my job only lets you roll over 1 week of vacation or you lose it. So it's like, well, I'm going to take it. So I'm taking like basically the last 2.5 weeks of December off as well, which is gonna be nice long Christmas break. So if I have any orders between now and then, they'll probably be done pretty quick. This is like fun for me. This is all really come out of a hobby of mine, which is fun. So yeah, this is just the nice thing is if these new pots work, and I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I'd be really surprised if they didn't work. If not as well or better than this. Okay, I need more solder on there. Then my current setup here, they actually have these nice ring lugs on there, so much easier to solder to than what I have here. These actually are supposed to go through their through-hole component, but I've never really put a little board on there. What can I get this right? Wow, it is not wicking on here. Why is that? Temperature's good. Always use a what is going on here? Always use a soldering iron. There we go. With a digital temperature control, so you know exactly what temperature you're sitting at. Right now I'm at 377 degrees centigrade. I'm glad I haven't really been doing any marketing, but the orders have been coming in nice and steady, which I like, without much work. It's kind of cool. I can tell where my orders come from. I use on my website something called WooCommerce, which is for all the e-commerce stuff, and it's kind of neat. It tells you if it came from excuse me, if Google Direct, or if it came from YouTube, or if it came from Facebook. I can see what's most effective in terms of advertising. Google Direct search, and then Facebook's good, and YouTube too. So they've all been pretty neck and neck in terms of what's most effective. So this red wire here is just a common, I call it VJC. It's just joystick common voltage. Take those back apart. I didn't want them in it like that. That's fine. What the? So last week, it's kind of cool. I got to go to the this is all passed under here like this. I got to go up to the Ford Rawsonville Components plant. Kind of neat, seeing how Ford makes their they make their battery packs for their electric vehicles. Kind of cool. Lots of robots. Pretty high tech. It was just neat seeing how they all go together. My day job is we make one of the products they make is a module balancer. So when you build up a battery pack for electric vehicle, they're made up of separate modules or arrays. Some people call them modules, some people call them arrays. but the cells go in the modules, and then the modules go into the overall pack for the vehicle. And you have to have everything very well balanced out. Like in the individual module, there's a bunch of cells, lithium cells, and those all have to be less than 50 millivolts delta between them. So, and then you need to have all the modules to be within close voltage of each other, because what happens if you have one that's really high, one's really low, then the one that's really high is going to be working really hard because it's going to be kicking all the power out, and the low one's like, eh. So it's kind of, you have to balance them out before you can install them, because otherwise the balancing and I mean, there are balance systems built into the pack control, but they're limited, and you waste a lot of energy if the onboard systems have to balance it out. So yeah, that's what I do during the day. I'm not doing this. So see if I at least get one of these two done tonight. And then get one of these two done tonight, then get the second one done, ship that out. And I got that Jaguar conversion to do. I just had an order come in tonight for a dual stick with the regular keypad, not the overlay. So I haven't made a non-overlay. Ironically enough, a while back I accidentally cut a dual stick version, and so that's been sitting around waiting for somebody to buy it, and thankfully someone has. So now I can, it's just been inventory sitting doing nothing. Which reminds me, I have to buy more cords. I'm always running out of the DB15s, and I've had 2 batches now where they came in either the wrong part or defective, so it's driving me nuts. It's a really, sometimes the quality control is not up to snuff. Okay, so this is your Y out. It's been very interesting running my own little small business. Never thought I'd do it. Here's a little very personal history. My departed father died about 5 years ago now, something like that. He bought a small air-cooled engine repair shop, and I'm not quite sure why, but he didn't create an LLC when he did it. So when it, like many small businesses, it failed, and he had personal assets tied up with the business. So they had to declare personal bankruptcy. So I went from a relatively, it was like therapy, a relatively comfortable childhood to not so great. And yeah, that was rough. But now that I've learned how relatively easy it is to form an LLC, once I came up with this controller, my business really took off, because it's just people want it. It's a product people want, and no one's really been able to fill this niche of the market of having a true analog controller for the 5200. So here I am building away on these little suckers. Where's one? There's one. I created a little test rig. Where'd you go? Looks crazy, but this little thing here is a little test rig I came up with for the potentiometers in anticipation of the new one I'm doing, but it also allows me to set up the calibration on the pots before I even install. As I install in here, I can do it without having to have everything else wired up. It's kind of neat. Okay, so I wanted, this is 5200. Actually, I'll demonstrate that now and I'll show you. So if you have an Atari Max cartridge and you hold down the fire button, when you boot up, you get this test screen. So now I can swap this out, check, make sure everything is working. Blow this up a little bit. That's pretty good on the X. Hoping to get a little less touchy on the pots too, so that's my next thing. Well, that's not good. Why are you so... Oh, see, this is the one thing that's driving me nuts. The coupling I have here doesn't always work great. And you can see on the... oh, why is this shifted here? This is one of the main reasons I wanted to switch to new design to make this more reliable. Is you can look at on the x-axis, you can see it goes down, up, but this one, that's my Y. I'm barely getting any motion on there, which means this darn coupling came loose again. Oh, I'm not happy with this little coupling. This is one of the main reasons. Come on. I want to eliminate this part. Now it's out of cal. See, it's it. So now I need to adjust it. Yeah, I really hope I get this to work properly. Where is my little wrench? Bench is a mess right now. Another worry I have for the new year is if these tariffs come true. Oof. I mean, 60 to 100% on goods from China. It's just, I mean, as a little insider baseball here, where the heck is the little wrench at? My parts costs currently are about $60, and that's using Chinese components. If I had to do all American components, my parts cost would be about $200. So, if they put 100% tariff on it, that means my parts cost goes from about $56 to $60 to $120. So, if my prices jump up, that's why, because I have to drop another $60 in tariffs on my controllers. It's not what I want to do, but there's no way I could actually like sell at a profit otherwise. Okay. I mean, I think a lot of people didn't realize like the real world consequences of people who never took economics 101 know how tariffs work. It's the importer that has to pay for the tariff. Oh, this pot is really uncoupled again. Hold on a second. What is going on here? Yeah, so for small businesses like myself, it's like, yeah, it's great. I would love to buy all American parts, but you're going to be paying $350 for a controller. Well, if you want to pay $350, that's fine. I won't make any more money on it. But yeah, these things have real world consequences. Why am I not getting good coupling? Oh, that's why it's on there. There's GM down there. Not to be too political, but that is part of my worries. Is it's like, okay, can I afford to stay in business? I don't know if anyone's going to buy $250 controllers. So I'm going to buy up some safety stock, but I can only buy so much. These parts aren't that cheap. What is going on here? Why is this misaligned so bad? Loosen this whole thing up here. Loosen this whole assembly. Let's see why the alignment's whack. Yeah, this is the reason I'm switching to new design. Okay. Yeah, because I looked up like what a US sourced just the analog joystick would be. It was something insane. It was like over $200 just for the joystick for this. And then I didn't even know in digital. I don't know if even anyone makes them in the US. So probably be cheaper to get Japanese sourced. Depends on what the tariff is on that. So I hope it doesn't come through, because it's gonna just, I mean, the whole retro market's gonna be slaughtered when that happens, if it happens. Oh, it's kind of terrifying, really. And then it's just like, believe it or not, I went to college, and even though I went to school for electronics, I had to take a macroeconomics class, and they explain how these things work. So it's not the exporting country. You can't tax an exporting country. You tax the import. You can only tax your own citizens. You can't tax an exporter of the country. I mean, right now I'm already paying 10% tariffs on this stuff, and that's built into the price. So on one of these joysticks, you got it's about $47. Oh, for the simple, like this one's about $50 in parts, and then it's $5 in tariffs on top of that. So we're already paying 10% on this. I pay the 10%, not China. I wish people stayed awake during the economics class and how this works. Sorry about the political ranting. I'm sure I'm not the only small business worried about this. I mean, we had a call at work today talking about it. We're looking at the price of U.S. versus Chinese manufacturers. So this is the point now. It's like, it's almost, I mean, before the tariffs, it's almost a wash, because the transportation costs are just silly. Why is this not lining up right? Oh, that's why. The tab down there getting in the way. I'll do it. center. Yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy not doing this style of joystick anymore. This is gonna be better for everyone. Alright. Gets myself all worked up, I can't concentrate. Yeah, but yeah, just to warn everyone, if worse comes to worse and I slap 100%, I don't know, I might have to close up shop and see what happens. It's just, I'll have to see if I can source anything domestically, but it's just, there just aren't any. There's just a lot of these things that just aren't a domestic source for it. And it's going to take a while to get to that point. So it's a little scary for us small business owners. I'm not even worried about retaliatory tariffs. I'm just worried about the import tariffs. All the stuff comes out of Shenzhen. And even like your American-made car, it's got a lot of foreign-made components in it. Oh, man, I might have to pull this whole joystick assembly out. I am not getting good adhesion on this sucker. Alright, that's enough for tonight. I gotta work on this tomorrow. My head's back in the game. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching. I've got a joystick that's frustrating me, but I'll probably have to end up pulling the whole this whole joystick assembly out, seeing what's going on, reset everything, and try again. But everyone, thank you for watching. Hopefully I do videos more often. Once I get these two done, I will do a Jaguar conversion, then a regular single stick controller, and then a dual stick. So that's what's next up on the plate. So I'll work through them as quick as I can, and I need to order some more parts because I seem almost out of cable. So when I get an order and I kit it up, so I get all the parts I need, so I can see if I need to order or print anything. So I need to go and order some more cables. And everyone have a great night.